During International Week, Neymar injured once again. He's going to be out for 4 weeks, according to PSG, with a thigh strain. And it just adds to a long list since they paid that record transfer fee for Neymar. Once again, he finds himself on the sidelines, treating an injury. Frank, I imagine PSG once again frustrated with this news.
Well, I guess they are, and and they have the right to be so. And it's frustrating because you want to see him coming back. He didn't play any minute during the when in Champions League. Just came back to play, and very well played in the Ligue 1. But again, injured. You know, when you know that guy is paid like $3.2 million after tax, per month. You really hope that in terms of insurance, Paris Saint-Germain can get the money back. But otherwise, it's frustrating because you want to see Mbappe coming back. You want to see Neymar coming back. Most of us want to see Cavani coming back because Paris Saint-Germain needs to show us the best. Well, at the same time, we say it's not now we want to see Neymar in the Champions League and in the Ligue 1. We want to see Neymar at the end of the competition when the last 16 starts, because we didn't see him playing for Paris Saint-Germain at that period of the season. So we need to see Neymar at the end of the season. So it's not really an issue to see him being injured. It's frustrating. It's annoying. But it's not the end of the day because it's not where you want to see Neymar.
Frank brings up a good point in that PSG pay him over $30 million a year.
But it's not his fault to a certain extent.
But are we going to see a time where clubs are going to go, no, you're not going to go to Singapore and play a meaningless friendly when we pay you all this money every month. You're our property. We need to look after you. We need to wrap you in cotton wool. And I'm sorry, you're not going to go. And I don't care what the Brazilian FA say.
Well, I might be wrong here, but I think all FAs are superseded by FIFA, and there's rules and regulations about releasing players, and because of that very scenario, that I think FIFA included some sort of clause in contracts because players were just going, "Oh, I'm not going," and then countries started complaining that they weren't able to get the players. I do understand when you buy players from certain parts of the world. These countries tend to get involved in friendlies, particularly when the Euro qualifiers are on, and they're playing weird and wonderful
places. If Brazil were in
places.
Singapore, and we know this is just all about money. This is all the Brazilian FA are doing this for.
Correct.
You're not benefiting from it at all.
No,
so at some stage, PSG got every right, haven't they?
Well,
to make a stand.
But 100% agree.
Clubs have been getting upset when players go off and get injured for quite some time. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Listen, whether you get injured playing in a friendly in Singapore or a European qualifier in Bulgaria, for argument's sake, it doesn't lessen the hurt.
I think it does, doesn't it? I think you can accept it more.
No,
if you're in a CONMEBOL qualifying match, you understand that if you're PSG. But if you're playing Nigeria in Singapore...
If you're a club, if you're let's use PSG as the example here, and you're paying Neymar or any player $3 million a month, as Frank says, and they get injured playing either in a friendly or in a CONMEBOL qualifier, it doesn't change the damage done to the club. It does not. The club have every reason to feel aggrieved, understandably. But FIFA regulations, given the understanding between FIFA and international football and the representative for the clubs, is that clubs would release their players for international duty. If they don't, they court sanctions. And you don't see that changing anytime soon. I think Frank is right in saying that what you may very well see is insurance being placed on these players in terms of whether you get injured playing for
well, PSG don't need the money. It's not like...
so then what's the discussion?
They need the player. They need Neymar. They need him at his best.
Right.
And him going to Singapore and playing this rubbish game that means nothing.
Wherever he gets injured, if it's not on PSG duty, it's hurtful to PSG. It doesn't matter whether it's a friendly or not.
I have to be honest, and I know Europe's now got the Nations League and it's worked particularly well. For me, I would have just abolished international friendlies, full stop, right? Because you don't really learn much. You can throw a few kids in here and there, blah, blah, blah. But really, the nuts and bolts of all international competition are qualifiers and the main tournament. And
see, the challenge with that...
What we have here is just these countries, as you say, going off,
This is Brazilian
sandbagging a few dollars.
The challenge is CONMEBOL have 10 nations, and so you only have a far lesser number in terms of qualifiers. So you can't fill all those international dates with qualifiers. So they go off and play friendlies. That's the challenge.
Why?
Why?
Why are they? Why do? That's what I'm saying. But why do they have to go off? Why does? Apart from the financial side, that can be the only reason.
So just don't play?
Yeah. What's the problem?
Well, they need to.
Are you telling me them playing a game in Singapore is going to make Brazil much better when they get to the World Cup?
Well, what I'm saying is, if you want to seriously compete, let's say it's at the World Cup, you want your team to be meeting regularly and playing regularly, just as European teams meet regularly and play regularly.
I don't think these games make any difference whatsoever to how teams perform at major championships.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.